Okay, good morning, everyone. I see we have some people still joining, but let me begin. Welcome to your English course. Your placement in this group means that you did particularly well on your placement exam, scoring high enough that you are in the B1 course, which means you understand English well enough to take our fairly advanced course. In our course, we will be practicing the fundamental skills in English, and we'll be using the platform from COID to complete the B1 level. Your English course is for the year 25-26, so 2025-2026, starting today, August 23, and finishing next year, May, which means we will be having our sessions together every Saturday for the next couple of months together. All right. Your English course is for a whole year. So you will have English this year. You'll take a break in December, and we will come back in January and continue until May. Now, I've done this course many times, and we have done a mixture of using English and Spanish, and I think this year we're going to go completely English. All right. However, if you have questions, you can always send a message in the chat, or you can raise your hand and open your mic and speak. You can speak in Spanish in class as well as in English. My goal with you is for you to practice as much as possible so that you can master the B1 level. Now, at the beginning of every class, the first thing we will do is take attendance. And you take attendance by simply writing your full name and your English group. I'm going to give you an example of how to do that. You will know your group based on your welcome email. So that's what I want you to write when you come into the class. All right. So everyone, good morning again. And let's start with taking attendance. Write your full name and your English group in the chat. And we'll use that as our attendance. Now, if you don't know where the chat is a button at the bottom of your screen, and it is usually signaled with the word chat, C-H-A-T. Good job. Thank you, Juan. Good job, Isadora. All right. And every class, we will start with attendance. All right. So everyone, full names and groups in the chat, and we'll use that to take attendance. Now I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to start with a welcome email so I can take you through the pieces of the tools we will use in class. Our main tool, of course, is going to be our portal. However, I'll be using other websites and other tools so we can practice. All right, now let me share my screen. I'm using class 3 email. However, of course, most of you are from class 1. The emails are all the same. All right. Again, my name is Jason Ricardo Thomas. I have a master's degree in business administration with certifications in teaching as well as uh, business development, project management, and some other things. All right. Our goal is for you to master the B1 level. The first thing I want you guys to do is make sure you have access to the calendar of events. All right. Now, where is the calendar of events? In your email, I sent you a calendar of events. I'm going to put it in the classroom chat. I'm also going to put it in our WhatsApp group. This calendar of events will show you all the important dates and the topics to be covered. Now, this course is self-study plus online classes and in-office workshops and guidance. Our first unit, Unit 1, will have a forum and we will have a deadline to deliver the things you're completing in that Unit 1. For some units, we will do forums. For some units, we will do exams. All right. And in the calendar of events, you will see all of that information. All right. You will have access to the platform, and that's where you'll do your work. Here, what I will do is the topics that we need to cover, I will spread it out in the days that we have. So next week, when we connect, I will do part of what we have in the units in a live class, and we'll practice. You can ask me questions. We'll do exercises together. The following class, the same, so that we'll cover all the topics. And then you will have your deadline. When we do our tests, you will have some reactors, or you'll have some exercises for you to complete. Same as inside the units. We will try to make it as functional for you as possible so that you can see your scores and you will have some progress on your portal. I'll explain this more in depth again, but to give you an overview, I'll open up the portal. You'll log in to your portal We're going to be doing English 5 and English 6. We'll start with 5. And in 5, your goal is to complete the units. Each unit will have different blocks of activities. Each block will have its tasks. You are to complete everything. Read the presentation, go through the content, complete the activities, and complete the self-assessment. Now, since this is an online course, you are able to practice on your own multiple times. Therefore, you need to save your progress. Now, with this portal, if you do one activity, you will need to take screenshots of your activities and save that once you've completed and mastered the activity. I have shared with you access to the classroom folder. My recommendation is, particularly for people who already have online drives, to create a folder and share it privately with me. This new folder, you can use the classroom to do so. Make sure it is shared only with me so no one can access your content and you don't lose any of your files. You will use this folder for all of your activities. Some of you might not have access to the portal today. That is okay. We will announce once you have access to the portal so you can log in. Once you log in, you will be expected to complete certain levels of work so you can continue. As mentioned, our classes will be online every Saturday at this or other hours based on your groups. Your portal will have forum activities, test activities. We will have class participation, as well as exercises to complete on the portal. All of that together will be your score. Additionally, remember that the goal of this course is to make sure that you've completed the B1 level. If this is your first or second year, once you've completed this level, you would be accredited for the 3 years. If you have any questions or if you have documentation to prove your accreditation, let us know so that we can assist you in accrediting for this year. I'll stop sharing for a second. Let's double check that everyone is in. Good. All right. If you arrived late, please add your full name and group to the chat, and we'll use that for attendance. So that's full name and group to the chat. Now, in addition to using the portal, we'll be using other websites and other tools and other activities to make sure that you get adequate practice. We'll have special activities so you can score extra points and be actively using the language. If there are any questions, you can always reach out to me via email and via WhatsApp if you have queries. All right. In addition to this live class, I will share all the content from class in classroom space so you can go back and review. If you miss a class, you can go back and review there in classroom. In addition to the classroom space, we also have a YouTube channel where we will be sharing different bits of the classes as well as other teachers' classes so that you can stay abreast of what's going on in class. This YouTube channel is for everyone, right? So if you want to follow this YouTube channel, you can subscribe to it. I will share the link and let me take the time to show it to you here as well. Lots of practice videos here on our YouTube channel. I generally like to have lots of practice in class, and I will share activities in the WhatsApp group to preview the topics that we'll be doing. So for example, we're going to be doing a review of the past using present perfect and simple past to talk about stories. And before class, I will send you some resources so you can practice. Don't be shy. If you have questions, if you don't understand, let me know, raise your hand, ask questions. Questions are your friend. The more questions you ask, the more answers you have, the more you will know. We will use the same link every class, so you won't have to search. It's going to be the same link every class. Now, some of you are from other groups. The majority of you are from class 1. And in class 1, I have about 40 students. I noticed that some of you did not list any WhatsApp contact. I hope everyone is in the group, and I hope everyone has received their welcome email. But I will not assume. I'll pause here to ask just to be sure. Has everyone received their welcome email, and is everyone in a group? Todos han recibido sus correos de bienvenido y todos están en grupos de WhatsApp. ¿Hay alguien que tiene temas con la información que estamos compartiendo?
No, todo bien.
No.
Excellent. All right. Good. All right. Today's class is 100% introduction. We will not do any activities today, but I will start sharing information today. If you know of anyone who doesn't have the information or have difficulty connecting, tell them to get in touch with me. All right. Our classes are very specific, so we will spend as much time as necessary to practice together. Hopefully, everyone has really good connections and have good devices, whether it's smartphones or laptops, and access to a nice quiet space. Since this course is for a whole year, I will keep these class times for the whole year. If you have difficulties this year or next year with the class times, let me know so that we can find an appropriate time for you. And we will announce times in the week when we will have workshops. And remember, you can always come to the media library if you need help with anything. We're generally open from about 9:30 in the morning to about 1:30 in the afternoon for general assistance. And of course, you can always message me or email me directly if you have doubts about anything, if you have questions, or if you're just having difficulties. Okay? Once again, welcome everyone to your English course. I will see you next Saturday, same time, same place. Have a wonderful Saturday. Remember to add your name to the chat so we can have your attendance. All right. Jose wants me to repeat how we will work. Of course. All right. I'll share my screen so we can go through it again. All right. So generally, you will log in to your portal, and in your portal, you are to complete everything in each block. So that's all the activities in reading, listening, writing, and speaking, and the self-assessment. These activities, I'm going to use another example this time. These activities will appear like this. However, since it's a self-study portal, you can repeat these activities. You can refresh the page and do it again. In order for you to save evidence that you have completed your work, you will need to create online folders and save screenshots, save Word documents, save your videos, save those bits of media to an online folder. You can use the Google Drive in the classroom and create your own folders. Make sure to create folders that are private between you and me so that I can see your information and I can review your work and know that you are progressing. Give your folders names and keep it organized. All right? Make sure you share it with me. Don't leave it open. You don't want anyone accessing your work. And you can email me that folder. I'll repeat this again next week so that we can double check together. Once you've completed all your work, That should give you enough practice to complete the required activity for each unit. Each unit will have different evaluations. You can check the evaluation requirement for each unit by reviewing your calendar. For example, Unit 1 requires you, of course, to complete all your blocks, save your content to your folders, and it also has a forum. You will complete the forum. You will not do an exam. The deadline to complete your content and your forum is Tuesday, the 9th of September. I will therefore have classes with you on the 30th and on the 6th so we can practice the content so you are comfortable with what you're completing. Make sure to complete everything in the blocks and upload to your folders. Complete your forum before the deadline. Once you complete your forum, I will grade your forum and you will see a score on your portal for the forum. In the next unit, that might change. For example, Unit 2, we will not do a forum. We will do an exam to review Unit 1 and Unit 2. Every unit, you will complete all the content, completing the 4 blocks of activities and completing the self-assessment, which means you'll have to go through all the presentations, review all the content, complete the activities, and save evidence of your activities, complete your self-assessment, and save evidence of your self-assessment. Hopefully that was clear. And thank you, Jose, for asking the question. You're welcome. All right. Hopefully that was clear for anyone. We have more time. Any questions? Any concerns? And yes, you can ask in Spanish. You don't have to speak in English. There will be time to practice your English as well. I hope everyone also added their name and group to the chat, but I'll just repeat. Remember, for attendance, full name and English class group to the chat. All right, no questions?
No, todo bien.
Awesome, Miranda. All right, beautiful people, I will see you therefore next Saturday, same time, same place. All right, let's see. I'm seeing more questions. Let's go to the chat. So this is Adriana. You don't see your classes yet. That is fine. You're not going to see your classes yet. The first thing you're going to do is make sure your portal is up to date with your information. That's all you have to do this week. All right, remember the welcome email asks you, make sure that your photograph, so make sure you are using your portal, it's visible, and that it has your data. All right, that's the only thing you have to do in your portal this week. Log in, Make sure that your pictures are there and just double check that you have access to the classroom and you have access to the portal. That's all. Just like with the WhatsApp group, I will let you know when your portal is ready for you to start working. I think by Monday you will have access to English 5 and English 6. All right, right now, nothing to do, nothing to worry about. Okay. And that was the question for Adriana and for Bao. All clear, ladies?
Yes,
Yeah,
teacher.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I'm in no rush. So if you have more questions, let me know. I'm here for you. You're welcome, Kelly. All right, let me just scroll back through. I hope everyone has added their names and groups to the chat. All right, I'll stop sharing again. All right, I won't open the forum today. I'll wait until everyone has access. Then I will open the forum. Make sure to pay attention to your WhatsApp and pay attention to your email. Once I add things to the classroom, it will send you an email so that you can follow up. But for today, that's all. We have time. Any other questions? Any other concerns? This was a very nice and healthy looking group. If you know someone who doesn't have any information, do let them know that we have 3 other sessions. It's going to be a repeat of what I'm doing right now. So one last time, if you haven't done so, remember to put your full name and group in the chat for attendance. I will see you next Saturday. Bye bye for now. Uh, I'm just going to call you JJ Juan Jose. Not everyone will be from the same class. Some students are from the other groups, but this time is the best time for them to attend the English session. As you saw in the classroom, there are 4 English sessions led by yours truly. So you can attend sessions at 8 a.m., that's class 1, 9 a.m., that's class 2, 10 a.m., that's class 3, or 11 a.m., that's class 4. They are simply from other classes, JJ. The majority of the students here, I assume, are from class 1. All right,
Yo tengo una duda.
go ahead, Val.
Si yo soy de la clase 4, no importa si entro a la de las 9 de la mañana o eso es un problema.
Why are you entering at 9 a.m., Val?
Ok.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué quieres entrar a las 9, Val?
Es que tengo mi optativa de 9 a 11.
Ok, pues igual como contesté a Brenda, mándame un mensaje y revisamos.
Oh, ok, gracias.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I'm still here. Nope. All right. Feel free to go and enjoy your Saturdays. Your Saturdays are going to be filled with fun, and we're going to practice a lot. We're going to be speaking in English and using the language. Of course, if you have questions, every day of the week I'm connected, so you can find me via email or via WhatsApp, and you will see me on campus as well. So do take care. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye bye for now.